Hey y'all, it's me Tony V. Randomly I do YouTube watching, researching, and today on PlayStation, on the PlayStation 3, somebody sent me a message asking me have I seen Kony 2012, Kony 2012. It's a documentary. I haven't watched it all. And from what I've watched so far, I feel bad. Like throughout life, we complain. It's all we ever do. Like I'm just saying most of the people I know, we complain. I complain. I mean, I'm not the one to criticize people and not take my own mistakes and my own flaws as well as others. But in the first episode, I talked about how people don't stop and the only time they stop is when they go to a funeral. People don't stop and think about their life. But I just found another resource, watching some other person suffer more than you. See, when I look at America, we got gangs, running around and fighting each other. And as Snoop Dogg would tell it, or anybody else would tell it, you know, gangs back in the day were different from the gangs now. And yeah, I think I need to do a little more research before I start talking about that kind of issue. But, sometimes I walk around and I feel like back in the day when I was in high school, and I ain't gonna say no gang names or whatever, but, they felt invincible. Like, oh, since we all together, we can jump and do whatever we want to. And people feared that. I remember kids in school who just, man, I don't want to mess with them because they start stuff and I ain't trying to die, and people pulling out guns. And I had one experience in my life, like one deep experience, and that was the day I realized that it wasn't fun. There's people out there who live worse than us. We looking for thrills and looking for excitement in life, and there's just people out there looking for life. Right now I'm in the middle of a documentary about a little African boy that watched his brother get his throat slit by rebels. I've never been through that. I don't think most of my friends ever been through that, but back in the day I used to help people talk about their issues, and I used to talk to women about boyfriend issues, and they thought it was the end of the world. There was even a point where, all honesty, I thought it was the end of the world. I did some crazy things back in the past just for love, and it kind of makes me wonder, how far would I go to live? See, I went far enough to almost take my life, but how far would I go to live? I never actually reversed it and thought about it that way. It's scary to think that the stuff that we complain about now, especially black people, oh my God, my people, our people, we all people. I don't even want to say race. You know what? No. F it. There's no different races. I don't care what you say or what you think or how you feel. I don't like white people. I don't know. Cut that shit out. Because it doesn't matter. I mean, the KKK is a gang within itself, and I'm sorry that I said that name out loud if anybody get offended, but they just like a gang. They think they different or better than people, but they just doing the same stuff that regular gangsters do. They ain't no different from black people. Mexican people got gangs and all kinds of people. They all do the same thing. So I'm sick of the race. I'm not even going to say race. People. People. That's what I'm going to say. Our people. Everybody. I mean, I'm talking about the world. We are all people. So as in the race of humanity. Mankind. Womankind. You know, we all complain. We all complain. We all go through things, and it's tragic to know that people in America can complain about the littlest things every day. Oh my God, I'm not getting enough attention. Wah. Oh my God, I'm so freaking hungry. I didn't eat today. Wah. Oh my God, the hot water off. Wah. And there's people without hot water. There's people who trying to survive in life. You walk past a hobo and you like, ugh. And I'm one of the worst offenders. And I'm going to be honest. I was homeless too. I didn't have nothing. I had my friends to have my back. Friends that I created. The thing is, I wasn't like other hobos or homeless people. I won't even call them hobos. I feel that's very disrespectful. People without a home. People without a place to lay their head. It was at a point that I felt that jail, yes? Things that people don't even want to go to, I wanted to go to just to rest my head. And it caused me a lot of problems. I mean, it's hard to find a job being in jail so many times, and But that's for another, in itself. That's another episode within itself. This is episode number 2, and the title of this episode is just stop complaining. It could be worse. Be grateful. When you think about your issues, instead of complaining and whining and crying, do something about it. You can waste so much time being miserable about yourself or sad about yourself and not realize it. There's people in other third world countries who got it worse. Man, I feel bad for the soldiers out there. Shout out to my boy Nico. I feel bad for, the Marines that's out there risking their life for this country who whines about the littlest piece of shit. Oh my God, gas prices are so high. Well, guess what, motherfucker? We got cars. That's the price we pay for automobiles. Duh. Most people don't even got whips. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real. I ain't trying to lie to nobody. And I ain't trying to have nobody like me. I don't really give a fuck. Frankly, I'm just keeping it real. That's what I do. Let's talk with Tony V. We gonna talk real. We ain't finna talk no bull. If you want to go talk about bull, then you better go find and watch some Teletubbies or something. Because ain't no bullshit over here. But, I mean, we complain about everything. And I hate to say this, because I said there's no such thing as race, and it's not. There's people who will go to a fast food place and just complain about an order, and it's ridiculous. Oh my God, this ain't cooked all the way. Guess what? There's people that don't even eat, dude. Shut it up. You lucky you even getting a burger. I might as well just... Not gonna say that. Maybe I want a job in a fast food restaurant. I don't want to mess that up. But all in all, that concludes episode 2. Live life. And I always think there's somebody who got it worse. And do what you can to help them as well. I mean, I'm not saying give a hobo money, but show some consideration or some decency. Don't talk shit about them. Alright. Holla at your boy.